What's up, Super Players? It's your homie C-Rod, and in today's video, I have the Sailor Moon deck profile, the one that we used in the epic battle against Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Huge shout out to Jasmine Miller because she is the creator of this deck, and she made this awesome Sailor Moon deck. And let's get straight into the leader. So, the leader has a permanent right here that you can include non-Sailor Scouts and Tuxedo Mask battle cards in your deck. So it's strictly based on the Sailor Moon archetype that Jasmine Miller has created, right? Then there's also another permanent that during your opponent's turn, this card gains a 5k boost power, making her a 15k defensive leader. Very powerful. This deck, if you want to check it out, link in the description so you can make it yourselves. And activate main as well, that once per turn you're able to draw 2 cards, then choose 1 card in your hand and place it at the bottom of your deck. That right there is so strong when it comes to the drawing power. Then an awakening ability that when your life is at 5 or less, you may draw 1 card, switch one of your energies to active mode, and then flip this card over to, boom, Sailor Moon Pretty Guardian. Now, this is my version of it. You could obviously go and get the card made legit. Jasmine Miller actually showcased some of her actual cards, like she made them into legit cards, and they look sick. But nonetheless, let's talk about her permanent. Same permanent, she gains 5k power during the opponent's turn, so she is a pretty difficult card to deal damage to. Another permanent that you may have up to 2 cards with field in it at once. So she lets you get around the fact that you can only have 1 field card at a time, which is pretty darn insane. And an activate main that you're able to draw 2, place 1 card from your hand under your deck. And that is the leader. And now let's talk about what is in the deck. So first things first, you can't have the Sailor Moon without the Luna the Cat. Supergirl showed me that Luna the Cat's the one that turns Sailor Moon into, you know, the crazy amazing Sailor Scout that she is. And right here is the unison. I give props to Jasmine Miller for making these unisons. We're running 4 of these. Permanent that if this card loses a marker, you could take a life instead and activate main, search 5 for 1 Sailor Scout. Another activate main +1, add up to 1 extra card with field. And a -4 where you're able to bring out 2 Sailor Scout battle cards with an energy cost of 3 or less from your hand and play them. That right there is insane. Supergirl used these 2 mainly against me, and I got wrecked. This is a must for of. You guys can play this deck on tap as well if you guys want. So we're running 4 of those. Then we're also going to be running Chibi, right? Chibi, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not the biggest Sailor Moon fan, to be honest. I'm not aware of the show that much, but if I'm not mistaken, I think this is Sailor Moon's daughter, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry if I do not know, but this card in the deck is extremely powerful. She is a barrier unique, meaning for 1 energy she's going to be on the field mostly the entire game unless they have barrier removal, and a permanent that you're able to reduce the Sailor Scouts battle cards cost by 1 yellow right there. That right there is insane, and the extra cards as well. So this card right here allows you to play all your Sailor Scouts and your field cards -1 yellow, which is extremely powerful in the deck to bring out all the Sailors, you know, squadrons out. Then we can't have Sailor Moon without the boss dad, right? The Tuxedo Man. We're running 4 of these Tuxedo Mans. Tuxedo Man is a card that is the super combo of the deck. You could also hard cast it to draw a card, and if your leader is a Sailor Scout and your life is at 5 or less, when you combo, you draw a card. Basic super combo. Look at the art, guys. Pretty top notch. Definitely staying true to the Sailor archetype. So talking about the Sailor archetype, now let's talk about the 2 cost of the deck, which we are only running 3 of, and this is Sailor Mercury. If you guys are unaware, the Sailor Scouts are based on planets. So this is Mercury right here. Blocker, you know, 2 cost, and when you play this card, you pick up the top 5 and then add 1 extra card to your hand, then shuffle. Pretty much allows you to get the extra cards. 3 of these because the extra cards are a must in the deck, and you want to bring them out because that is what gives this deck the ultimate power. So we're also going to be running 3 of the Sailor Jupiter, Guardian of Courage. So this one is the Jupiter, and it's a counter attack where you're able to negate and then play it and discard 1, and your opponent may only attack with battle cards 1 more time. So it's like a Sensu Bean, but you get a 10k Sailor Jupiter on field, and it's also a counter play that the battle card being played in is being played in rest mode plus a draw. So this right here is ultimate countering right there. That's pretty good. Yet again, huge shout out to Jasmine Miller. She is the creator of this deck. We're only going to be running 2 of the Sailor Venus. Now we're going throughout the solar system, and this one has an activate battle once per turn. Choose up to 1 Sailor Scout battle card and switch it to active mode, allowing you to go in with multiple attacks with your Sailor Scouts. Pretty darn powerful right here. We're only running 2 of those, and I was running out of ink in my printer, so some of these cards might look like they have no color like the last one, but this one came out good. We got Sailor Uranus, ha 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 ha, no pun intended there, but Uranus, I don't know how you say it, but Guardian of the Heavens. Alright, now right here, she has an auto that if your leader is a Sailor Scout, at the end of battle, when you combo this card from your hand, you're able to play it. So it's kind of like an ape, you combo play it, and another auto that when you play this card, you're able to choose 1 Sailor Scout in your drop area and shuffle it into your deck, allowing you to recycle in the secret rare, which I will show you in a little bit. So now let's talk about the next card, which is Sailor Neptune, Guardian of the Deep Sea. So this card is a barrier 3 drop that has a permanent that if this card is in rest mode, your opponent cannot attack your leader or unison. So it's kind of like a protector of your leaders and your unison. So Deadly Defenders, Sailor Moon style right there, not bad. So now let's go into 2 of the Sailor Saturn. So we got Saturn in here. Saturn's not that bad actually. She's a double striker, so she's the pressure of the deck, and when you play this card, you choose 2 of your opponent's battle cards and place them in their owner's drop area. And the fact that you have Chibi, technically these are 3 cost. Boom, KO2, double strike you, not bad. Very, very powerful. I got wrecked by that one in the Goku SS3 versus Sailor Moon battle. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. You know, it's a pretty fun battle. This is a made-up deck. It's not an official Bandai one. This is just for funs that Jasmine Miller made and showcased. So we got Sailor Pluto, Guardian of Space and Time. Okay, so this card is a beast. Jasmine Miller, I think, said that this is her favorite character. Thus, she has a bunch of attacks. Dual attack, critical, barrier, unique, meaning you can only have 1 of these on play at a time. And it's a counter play. You're able to play this card, and when you play this card, you're able to choose 1 of your opponent's unison or battle cards, ignoring barrier, and negate its skill until the start of your next turn. So this card is ultimate pressure, and it's going to be able to negate as well. And a permanent, if your opponent has 5 or more cards in rest mode, reduce the cost of it by 2 plus Chibi, making it a very cheap battle card to bring out. Double strike, dual attack, critical, not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all. So now let's go into the Moon Healing. These are the extra cards, and we're going to be running 4 of the Moon Healing Escalation. So this is a permanent, sparking 5. You may activate this card without paying its energy. If you have 5 cards in the drop, you can take a life and then activate the counter, and then negate the attack, and then choose 1 of your battle cards and switch it back to active mode. Pretty darn good counter right here. Really good counter right there. The fact that you could Sparking 5, that makes it extremely good. So now let's go into the Moon Princes. And we are running 3 of the Moon Princess Halations. So this is a activate battle, right? If your leader is a Sailor Scout, you're able to choose 1 leader or battle card, and it gains 15k power for the duration of the battle. So it's kind of like you know, one of those extra cards in Dragon Ball that give a big old boost. And when you activate this card, you have 2 options. If it's your turn, choose one of your opponent's battle cards ignoring barrier, negate its skills. Pretty busted right there. And if it's your opponent's turn, choose draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 of your yellow energy and switch it to active mode. Not bad at all. Awesome defensive and awesome negating abilities right here. So we're almost done with the deck, guys. This is honestly the one that kept wrecking me in the Goku battle. It was the Moonstick. So this Moonstick is a field card. You could technically have 2 because of our leader that could have more than 1 field card at a time. Activate battle / main. This card does way too much. It's pretty strong. Just like in the anime, the Moonstick is what gave the Sailor Moon the power, right? Well, she has all these 3 options. Option number 1, give a 5k boost to your Unison or battle card. Option number 2, choose one of your opponent's Unison or battle cards, and or even leader cards ignoring barrier, and it loses 5k for the turn, which is really busted. That one's the bustedest one right there. And then the last one, choose 1 battle card with energy cost of 4 or less in your drop area and add it to your hand, which is pretty good recovery right there. This card right here, if you stack 2 of them on the field, Moonstick is just insane. Too much. So this is one of the finishers of the deck, well, at least the playmaker, I would say. So we're running 3 Moon Eternal makeup. So in the anime, this is what makes Sailor Moon the beast that she is. This is like her going Super Saiyan 3 status. Activate main, discard 1 card from your hand, choose up to 1 Eternal Sailor Moon Crystal Power from your hand and play it in active mode without paying its cost. So that right there is a pretty heavy battle card that you're going to be able to bring out for just 4 energies. And that card right there is this right here, Eternal Sailor Moon, right? You're able to bring her out with that extra card, the makeup extra card, and when she comes into play, she is the boss card of the deck. So she is barrier, deflect, double strike. This card's skills cannot be negated, and when you play this card, you're able to choose up to 2 of your opponent's cards ignoring barrier and switch it to rest mode. Since it says cards, it could be any card, even energy, leader, whatever you want. And an activate main, if you or your opponent have 5 or more energy, choose 2 cards in the battle area with field skill, place them in the drop, then discard 3 cards from your hand and choose 1 Cosmic Sailor Moon to come out in active mode. So that right there is pretty darn beast, because this card lets you bring out the secret rare, which is this right here. Boom! That is the boss card that killed me in the battle. If you guys haven't watched that battle, go watch it, guys. It's a pretty good battle. This right here is a secret. See, it says secret right there. Barrier, deflect, double strike, ultimate, permanent. Discard skills cannot be negated. When you play this card, if your leader is a Sailor Scout, when you end your turn, take another turn. How busted is that, right? That's pretty darn busted. And when you play this card, if it's your opponent's turn, you take no damage for the duration of the battle. Your opponent's turn ends immediately after the battle resolves. So since you could bring her out with the activate battle of the other Sailor, this card is just insane. And we're gonna finish it off with the last field card that we're running, Legendary Silver Crystal. It's another field card that you could run, and this card is a permanent. This card is not affected by your opponent's skills. When you play this card, draw 1 and switch 1 of your energies to active mode, and then you can choose between these 2 abilities. Choose 1 card in your hand, discard it, and then choose 1 of your opponent's cards, and that card may not switch back to active mode during your next charge phase, your opponent's next charge phase, or you're able to choose 1 of your opponent's cards ignoring barrier and switch it to rest mode. So this card right here kind of energy locks or battle, like your battle card, your opponent's battle cards and stuff like that. It's pretty darn good. This is an extremely awesome, fun deck to play. If you guys want to try it out, link in the description. Shout out to Jasmine Miller for making it. This is a video that goes out to her. Sorry for doing it wrong and shouting out Mark Rezanek. He's the one that actually, you know, designed the cards, I guess. And Jasmine Miller is the one that created it. So that's gonna be in the video. Hit that like, subscribe, and like what we say, y'all stay super.
Looks like this is going to be tougher than we thought. Yeah, I can't wait.
Ready to battle, bro?